switch on the camera. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you have prepared a small presentation, a short presentation for us. Okay.
I will introduce you to some numbers of Viainvest. So, probably about you know everything about Viainvest. We are peer-to-peer lending marketplace, and we offer loans that are issued by our own loan originators, the ones who go into the Viainvest group. So we can monitor risks more closely and follow to everything that happens with loan originators. So these are our key figures to this day. So we have recently reached 60 million loans funded, and this is a big number for us. And as you can see, we have surpassed this number, and it's coming closer to 62 million. Right now we have 5,485 registered investors, and majority of them are from Germany. But now the second place is taken by Spanish people. I don't know why is this so, because we do not specifically advertise in Spain, but I guess as we have one loan originator in Spain, and maybe this kind of encourages people to trust Viainvest and invest more from there. Of course, Viainvest is also popular in Latvia because we have a lot of Latvian investors, and of course investors from Lithuania and Estonia. Okay, so this is our structure of investors. These numbers are a bit old because, as I said, Spain is now on the second place, Germany is still leading, and then comes Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania. And of course, the majority of investors are private individuals, and then 12% are legal entities. About our investor feedback, we collect feedback every year, and this summer we also will do like investor survey. And here you can see that 90.6% of investors find our platform trusted, and that's a really valuable for us, and we really value our investors, and we are always happy to welcome everyone in our offices.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we really work to meet expectations of our investors. So there's just some numbers about the investor survey. Maybe I will not go through them. You can always find them in our blog and social media, and we will also make a new survey this year. So maybe just a bit about difficulties our investors face, because we do not hide anything. We want to get better. So we have noticed that investors usually talk about lack of available loans on the platform, and this may happen only because that we list just in loan originators who come from the group, from Viainvest.
Yeah, okay, that was one question I just wanted to ask right now. Yeah.
So we have another loan originators that are not listed on the platform. Right now we have Spain, Latvia, Czech Republic and Poland listed already, but we also originate loans in Romania and Sweden. And in the future we also plan to list these countries, but right now we cannot say some exact date so when it may happen. Then about the interest rates, some of investors have pointed out that they expect higher interest rates to appear on the platform, but in general you can see in all platforms that the interest rate is slowly going down because of the lack of loan originators and the huge demand for these loans. And but we think that our interest rate is pretty high, taking into account that all our loans are secured with the buyback guarantee. So in general, investors do not have any major threats or insecurities.
Okay, maybe I can ask one question. What's the average interest rate?
Right now, for the May, it was 11% per year, the annual interest rate, but it changes every month. You can follow these interest rates on our website, and also we send the statistics to Klaus, to Peter.
Yeah, but I think it's about 11%.
Yeah, right now it's
11%. Okay, yeah, but that's some are at about 12, of course. Yeah, but it's around that. So you can say you get about 1% return per month as income.
Yeah,
so about
you can
a little bit less than that, but about that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But if you look to other platforms, bigger ones, usually when they offer short-term loans, like up to 30 days or something, the interest rate is slowly going down, and it is very important that all our loans are secured with a buyback guarantee because, for example, in bigger platforms, they slowly cut the buyback guarantee and only offer loans without the security. About the documents, we also have noticed that our investors sometimes struggle with providing some documents or understanding the process how to provide documents. But we are trying to provide personal approach to each question and explain everything. And then
you shouldn't forget. I will ask you something about these documents about my account later.
Definitely, yeah. So that's the. And here we also asked our investors what they value the most. So this is the buyback guarantee, auto invest, platform statistics, account statement download, and secondary market features. So right now Viainvest has first three features, and we are working on providing account statement download feature in the PDF form, so you can just hand in your tax office and without any worries. By now, until it's done in the automatical way, we kindly provide this document manually prepared, like you can reach out to our investor support and they will prepare the document. And the secondary market, we do not think that it is very necessary for Viainvest specifically because as there's buyback for all loans, there's no need to sell these loans. And also, if maybe there's a case when borrower extends the loan, we have this feature called initialize buyback, when you can initialize buyback after 90 days of prolongation. So in fact, the secondary market could be, but it's not very necessary for our investors, and they haven't asked for it for a long time. There's some numbers about the investor support.
Maybe one question I just have in my head right now. You said there is this initial buyback possibility, but if something is delayed, but does the investor receive interest rates also after this period? So also for the
Yes. Okay. All the time. Investor receives the interest for all the period, for the current period or the actual loan period, and then for extensions for this
extension as well. So every day I'm invested, I also get
definitely.
The interest is paid when a loan principal is repaid or extension fee is received.
Okay, but the extension fee is like the interest rate.
Every month, if the loan is extended, that every month we have received the extension fee, and that means that investor will receive his interest every month.
Yeah, it's pretty the same. So at the end,
makes a difference. In any case, investor receives both the invested principal.
It's this 11%.
Yes.
However you call it.
The same. The same for the loan period. The same interest rate for the period of the delayed loan
and extension.
And the same for extension.
Okay, perfect. Super. Thank you.
Yeah. So.
Sorry for interrupting.
No
it was
worries.
just, when I have a question in my head, I think it's also interesting maybe for the video.
So it's easier for us to answer, about our investor support, we hope that our investors and also your friends from other communities are satisfied with our service, and we are currently and constantly trying to improve everything. Here, 72% of our investors said that they are highly satisfied with us. But if anything comes up, or if investors have any worries or problems or something, we really want them to reach out to us, and we really work to satisfy their needs. The development plans. As I mentioned, we still have some loan originators working within the group that we haven't listed yet, as Romania, Sweden, and so on. And this will definitely happen in future, shorter or longer. That's a question for our CEO, but we will do that definitely.
Okay, so don't know when right now, but what will be the interest rate? Do you know about that?
Also, this is the decision of our board, and taking into account the current business situation that will be at that time when we decide to list loans, they will set the interest rate.
Okay, but will be around 11%?
I don't think that the interest rate will be much lower than the current rates.
Okay.
So probably somewhere there.
Somewhere in this.
In the gap that exists right now. Yeah. Okay. Then updated loan search filters. This is one thing we struggle still. We are trying to update our loan search filters because, as I mentioned before, we have this initialized buyback option, but unfortunately, right now investors cannot filter the loans that are reached 90 days of extension. So they need to manually search for these loans, and we know that this is a problem, and we will do this as soon as possible. Yeah, the downloadable account statement in PDF format, that will come shortly, in a few months probably, but until that time we will definitely provide like manually prepared documents, so investors do not need to worry about this.
But also we have
so an income statement or?
Yeah, it's you can, if you need some specific information for your tax office or something, you can always ask us to include this point. But in general, it is like account turnover with the paid interest and divided by countries. Paid interest, yeah. What else? What else do we show there? Like account turnover.
Account turnover and taxes paid by loan originators.
Yes, taxes paid. Yeah.
But I would like to specify that currently investors have a possibility to download account statement in Excel format.
Yeah.
But we are talking about tax statement in PDF format.
Like a
it's much easier
document.
with the PDF, because I do this every year, of course, with 8 platforms. And of course it's possible with this Excel download. But to be honest, it's much faster if you just make this income report, PDF, send it to the tax consultant, and then it's done. So
in this PDF format, you will be able to see the opening balance, end balance, turnover, whole the summary, and also taxes paid by loan originators and the interest earned by loan originators.
So to get this PDF is right now I have to call you, or I have to send you an email?
Just write us an email. Just say that you need the statement, and we will prepare it like in 2 days or something.
And it's for free, of course.
Yeah,
I think
sure,
yeah,
definitely.
Because you never know, in those days. But okay, great. And in future you will do it like automatic download.
Some service for charge.
Everything
is for free, I think.
We hope so.
The whole idea of P2P is kind of to delete all these borders and to make this service more available for people.
Yeah, that's great about P2P, because it's only the borrowers have to pay, not the investors. It's included, like, of course, it's somehow it's included, of course, because it's just a spread between interest rate you get and you pay.
But in general, you know your expenses, and
exactly.
you do not need to like calculate something else like fee for document or something.
Exactly, this makes it much easier.
Yeah. The next point we are currently working on, and maybe Lena will tell more, is our mobile application for the platform.
In fact, we have an application already for iOS and for Android, but we have finished small things.
Just polishing up it.
Polishing, yes. Some from point of view of security, we need to finish something. We need to from design point of view, from text point of view, because we would like to launch in 3 languages. And the core is ready. And,
I see. But I think it's not so important. I mean, it depends on the investor maybe, but for me it's not so important, because I use the website as well on the phone. So. It makes no difference, because you have this mobile website and then I go in like on Safari and that's it. And usually I do it on a MacBook, so I don't have the need to look every hour. I look 1 time in the morning. That's a good feeling for me, just to watch all incomes on all platforms. And then it's done for the day.
No, we believe that it will be more convenient to check your balance using the mobile application.
Yeah, maybe also for the iPad.
And also filters, Simona has mentioned, also will be included. In
new
the
filters will be in the app.
Okay, great.
Website will come later.
Always something to do. I see. Always a possibility to improve. Okay, great.
For the other things, that's pretty common. So. About Viainvest Group, as I already mentioned, we only list loan originators that operate within the Viainvest Group. Right now, Group is present in 6 countries: Latvia, Sweden, Poland, Czech Republic, Spain, and Romania. Romania is our latest market, and in all the countries we offer consumer lending products on various terms. And of course, Group is also developing other projects and products, as Viainvest was in 2016, but in this year we are working on our digital bank and other payment options and savings products. So group has very extensive product portfolio.
Very interesting. So you think about the bank license, or you have one already, or just because you mentioned the word banking? Yeah,
so we have already received. We have received not banking license, electronic money institution license in Lithuania. It's our 3 Baltic countries: Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia.
Okay, I don't know about that, but you maybe explain it, yeah.
And yes, we have received the license, and we are almost developed already the mobile application, which will provide such services as current account with IBAN, money transfers, and payment card.
Okay, but we can also use it from other countries.
Yes,
yeah, so also from Austria, we can use it from the whole Eurozone. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's very similar, or some kind similar to a bank license.
It's like Revolut.
Yeah, Revolut or N26 maybe.
Yeah, N26, of course I know it. I want to open an account right there.
Yeah, something similar, but coming from us, located in Latvia, and with all this, all our experience, and we will launch this product this summer. We are currently working on all the marketing stuff and everything, and hopefully it will benefit also our investors and make money transfers maybe cheaper, because there are some countries from which the money transfers, bank transfers are pretty expensive. So we will try to address this problem with this product.
We have 5,000 Viainvest investors, but also we have a huge customer base across all our countries when we have a business. And we hope that our clients will be interested in this new product.
Yeah, from all groups.
Yes. So yeah, this product name is Violet, and I hope you will soon hear about it more and read on news sites and so on. And I think we will definitely inform our investors about it.
Sounds very interesting to me, but maybe one additional question from my side. You know, for banks, of course, it's like 100,000 euro secured. Yeah. What happens if Viainvest Group goes bankrupt? What happens to the money in the account? Just maybe a few words.
If we are talking about security, then everyone needs to understand that Viainvest Group gets financing from a lot of sources, so we do not depend on one income source, for example, Viainvest or loans or something else. We have our savings products like money deposits, then we have listed our bonds on stock exchange market on Nasdaq, and we have Viainvest, we have loans, we have this payment product. So and the group has worked with the profit. Yes, with the profit, sorry.
Okay.
With the profit last year, and you can see all of this in our annual reports. So we feel very, very safe and ready for development and developing new products. And of course, we always keep in mind the security of our investors and their funds.
And I would like to specify that we have electronic money institution license, and that means that we can collect money from people, but we cannot use this money to lend to other people.
Okay, so it's separated.
It's absolute. It's not banking
this
license.
Was some kind
of
question,
of course, yeah. Between banking license and electronic money institution license.
That's very important now, yeah.
Yes, and we can collect your money. We can keep it, and we can transfer it, but we cannot touch it.
So it's separated from the holding. So if the holding maybe goes bankrupt, it's just not including this money, because this money is separated for the investors.
Yes, yeah. Separated from business money. Yeah. We just keep it, and we do orders you give us to transfer, to keep, to save, but we cannot touch this money. We cannot use it for our business.
Okay,
only keep. But about this banking license, there is a huge risk, because banks are allowed to take money and
it's interesting
use it.
Point of view, yeah. And sorry, my English is not so good. Also, some investors may complain. But for case we don't hope so, of course. Yeah, but it may be interesting for some people, also for me, of course. If the company goes bankrupt, what happens to the separated money of the investors?
If we talk about Viainvest, then in such very unlikely case,
of course,
Viainvest Group will take all the responsibility and cover all the expenses. And am I right? Yeah.
Yeah. So the holding will cover it, of course.
Definitely.
But the loans are separated, so it's a direct connection from the investor to the borrower, or.
No, it's difficult. We can continue this topic, but I would like to start from other side, because I wanted to explain that Viainvest is not a business, a separate business. Mm-hmm. We don't need. We are not. Similar to Mintos, for example, because Mintos is a platform and it's his business. They attract loan originators and attract investors, and this is Mintos is a place where they meet.
Yeah.
In our case, it's absolutely different.
Everything in-house.
For us, Viainvest, it is not a business. Yeah, we don't want to make it profitable. Yes, for us, it is a source of. Source of money. Yeah, this is how we can get money to do our lending business. There is
some kind of refinancing, of course. Yeah.
Several options. We can use our capital, our owners' money. We can issue bonds, and we do. Yeah. You can see on Nasdaq exchange that we issue bonds. We had 2 emissions already. And also there you can see our financial statements for every year, group financial statements.
Okay.
Second option how we can attract financing is Viainvest platform. Also, Simona has mentioned we attract deposits in Sweden. Another option. This is only one of different options how to attract financing for our lending business. Mm-hmm. And our management consider that Viainvest is a part of the group business, and we evaluate the group business as a group,
taking into account all the daughter companies, all loan originators, Viainvest and other products we have. So, this is a basic of every platform. I mean, even in other structures like Mintos, they also loan originator lists their loan to get funding for issuing new loans, and so it goes the circle. So.
And if you would like to be sure that you can invest in Viainvest, I would recommend to analyze financial statements of the group, because as Simona already mentioned, we started business in 2008.
2008, yeah, so sometimes 10 years, yeah.
Yeah, that means that you can review all statements from 2008 till now. You can see how we perform, how our operations are growing, how the profit is, why our profit is stable, why our business is profitable. And so you can read our board members' statements about the business development. Or are we focusing only on the existing, in existing countries, on existing products, or we are developing, looking at the future? And as Simona mentioned, yes, we are developing. Yes, we are looking for new products for our clients. We are looking for new financing sources.
Yeah, because the long-term vision for Viainvest Group is to become a very wide-range fintech company, because
that's very
until the moment we launched Viainvest, we were more focused on the consumer lending. This business is very developed, and we have really stable positions in every country that we represent. But until then, we kind of only focused on the lending business. We of course had these deposits in Sweden, but that was not the main aim to develop as a fintech company. But now, when we launched Viainvest and we understood that we have a lot of experience, a lot of funding and opportunities to develop other products, and that we have a great team that helps with entering new markets and so on, then right now the long-term perspective is to develop as a fintech company, to provide a lot of various alternative funding, alternative finance services. So this is the main aim in the long term.
and hold the business, this lending. And the biggest risk is our lending business, because you mentioned Viainvest goes bankrupt. It's unlikely, because Viainvest is a part of VSMS group. Other risk is that our loan originator goes bankrupt. But there is a group which is managing all the business. That means that there is people from finance department, people from risk department that manage the whole business, the group business, and they have enough experience and knowledge to understand what is the acceptable default rate for that particular country with this particular interest on loans.
Okay, great. So I think we will also have some questions in the interview on this. Yeah, so we will continue in our interview, and interested viewers can also see it then. Yeah, so great.
What else? Mission and values. I think your watchers can just read it on our website. Let's not waste time.
Yeah.
These are our numbers of the VSMS group, but you can also find these numbers on Viainvest website. So nothing new. Everything is transparent, and you can find information. These are our countries and products. Here we have not included the new digital banking product Violet, because it's still in the stage of development, but it will be located in Lithuania. And right now, we have these Via Konto and Via SMS. These are lending products in different countries. Sava card is a payment card with a credit line in Latvia. There you can also see Viainvest, and then in Sweden we have this Via Spar, that is a deposit product, like savings product, where we accept deposits.
It's really a big group, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting to see right now, because when you invest on the platform, you don't know so much behind, because you also don't take the time to look so closely. For me, it's always easier to come somewhere, talk about it, and then learn it, of course. Yeah.
We are very proud of how we have expanded over the last 2 years, because we have launched a new market in Romania, we have launched new products in Latvia, and we are growing very rapidly. So this is just a bit about Via Spar, like savings product, but I think we can just skip it. Yeah, these are our contacts. The head office and all main operations are based here in Riga. These are our headquarters, where our CEOs sit there in that room. We have 3 members of the board, and 2 of them are here every day, so they closely monitor all the operations of group.
That's very good, and
Viainvest.
also important, I think, for the investors, because they always ask for the CEO. It's some kind of trust, that there is one person just responsible for everything, and it's present. That's also important for the investors.
The guy you met in the room where the risk guys stayed, Edwards, he's our CEO for Viainvest, and he's managing all the operations with platform, and also he's managing the business development of whole group, and he's always here, and we can always ask a question if something's unclear, or
it's kind of open office.
Easy to reach to everyone, so there's no boundaries between CEOs and us, so everything's happening right here and right.
Yeah, because I think it's maybe some kind of old-fashioned thinking that the CEO is very important, but I think at least it is, because there has to be in every company. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, so that I'm not misunderstanding in the video, but there must be one person just the head of it, and responsible and possible to reach. That's important.
And actually, all the people, like heads of departments, like chief financial officer. She's also right here, and you saw her, maybe your watchers will see her in the video. She's always here, and we can ask her any question about finances or find some solutions to everything. So we sometimes also receive questions from investors about some financial data or reports or something, and we always go to our chief financial officer to find answers, because this person is the one responsible for finances, and she knows the best what to say and how to calm the investor if he's nervous about something. That's how we work here. Okay,
then thank you for the presentation, and I think in the interview we will get maybe in some points more detailed. Thank you so much for the moment, and I think we make a cut here and then make in a second video the interview with the questions of our communities. Thank you.